little baby.
This is the Wiiviewer,
And the little Wiiviewer.
and we're going to review
Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People, Episode 3. Baddest of the band.
This is the third Strong Bad game we've reviewed.
Yeah.
At this point, it's pretty much like we're reviewing the same game over and over again, isn't it?
No, but it's with a different plot. There's this one place that on Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People, Episode 2, that you don't get to go on number 3 or number 1.
Right, that's my point. They open up new locations for every game you play, but basically it's the same game with the new story. If you don't know, this series is based on the Flash animated cartoon called Homestar Runner. This is the third episode of the Strong Bad adventure games that have been released on the WiiWare, and at this point it seems like the creators are hitting their stride since this is another good and clever episode.
Well, the story at the beginning. Your fun machine is broken, so you have to raise a whole bag of sack of money to fix your fun machine.
One big sack of what? One big sack of cash. This is gonna be a tricky job. I gotta order some parts, hire some skilled labor, go back to night school, maybe take some tap lessons. How am I gonna get a big sack of cash? You could get a job. I sure could use an apprentice grime taster. No, there has to be a more convoluted way. But how?
And how do you raise that money?
You're trying to put a concert together to make money.
The puzzles this time around seemed harder and slightly less logical. This one took me much longer to beat than the other episodes. I clocked in over 4 hours on this one, not including the extended play after you beat the game. While the puzzles were a lot more clever this time around, I didn't appreciate the animal abuse. What I'm talking about is in the game you have to throw bleach into a washing machine and throw some bats in there too, and it turns the bats white. That's a little bit messed up even for this game.
That's true. I think that would kill a bat, not make it survive and look to make it white.
Hey, this time around we got to use some of the locations that we never used before, like the whale and the car.
Yeah, the well was actually movable this time.
That's right. And the car puzzle was just awesome, wasn't it?
Yeah, you have to get everything together to make a cover.
This one also had an interesting way of finding the cardboard boxes. The cardboard boxes weren't actually out where you could see them. You had to make them appear in special locations.
To make that happen, you have to grab the microphone.
Right, so you use the microphone to make the cardboard boxes appear. And in those cardboard boxes are things that you are trying to collect to increase your rank. Like every episode, you have new optional objectives to find and do. So if you really care about finding all the extras, you can add an hour or two to your gameplay experience. Also, like in every episode, you can play a simple video game when your fun machine's working again. In every other episode, they were too simple and not very fun. The video game in this one was actually fun to play. You control a ship whose job it is to stop aliens from stealing people. And you'll also have to rescue those people as well. And it was very addicting. I kept playing it for quite a while. What was your favorite thing to do in this episode?
Make Strong Bad get the hibbity-jibbities.
Oh, you mean that painting thing that we have in our intro?
Yeah.
So now that we played 3 episodes, which episode was your favorite?
The second.
I absolutely agree. I think the second was by far the best of these episodes. But we have to decide, would you buy or skip?
We can't win because it's WiiWare.
That's right. So would you buy or skip?
Buy.
So you enjoyed it even though you didn't like it as much as the second one?
Yeah.
I agree with you. Even though this episode wasn't as good as the previous one, it's still absolutely worth a buy. You should download it now.